What TV show have you rewatched more than 5 times and you still find entertaining? Futurama lulled me to sleep several nights. Probably watched the show way too much. I've had Futurama on shuffle plus repeat 24/7 for the past 3 weeks. It's not even my longest stretch. If I had to guess, I've probably seen every episode more than 30 times. Edit, to address a question I've gotten a few times, I purchased the DVD box set and ripped them all to my hard drive, and am watching them from said hard drive. r/Futurama_sleepers. What we do in the shadows always makes me laugh. It is like a weak ejaculation. Jeff. Guillermo, have you been killing vampires? Jackie Daytona from Arizona is my hero. Blackadder and What We Do in the Shadows. X-Files. Band of Brothers. Edit, glad to know there are so many people of impeccable taste here. Back when I doesn't have cable in the pre-streaming days, I'd have it on constantly in the background while gaming. I always get a little sad at the end of episode 10, because even though it's awesome that they're going home and the war is over, they're going their separate ways and wouldn't see each other again for a long time, or ever in some cases. I also love the Pacific, like many others here, but I didn't feel nearly as invested in the characters because it covered multiple regiments and companies, instead of focusing on one company for all 10 episodes. I had the pleasure of working at the retirement home that the actual Buck Compton lived. He was a very soft-spoken man. And funny as hell too. The witty comments that came from that man were endless. Watch it once a year. Captain Sobel, we salute the rank not the man. Classic Simpsons. Top tip for anyone with Disney Plus, by default, Disney chop the bottom and top of the frame off to make The Simpsons fit on widescreen. However, there's a little toggle button setting just for The Simpsons to show it in original format, with black bars at the sides. Flip that toggle. Malcolm in the Middle. Love when Dewey is dancing with his babysitter in the kitchen, the golden girl whose name I can't remember because I'm uncultured, and she straight up dies on him and he just waves bye to the ambulance like no big deal. Not a single bad episode. Even the clip show is entertaining. Star Trek, The Next Generation. Came for this answer. Next Generation and DS9 are both amazing time and time again. TNG is the first show that came to mind. DS9 is excellent too, but I don't think I've seen it a full 5 times yet. Back in the day, 10 to 20 years ago, the major TV networks used to frequently run all-day TNG marathons, which is why I've seen it so many times. Arrested Development. I agree. Every time I watch it, I always discover something new or find a new connection. I laugh so hard. I must have watched it 20 times, 1 to 3. Fawlty Towers. A John Cleese masterpiece in visual comedy. And Archer. Don't mention the war. Please try to understand before one of us dies. God knows how they got an armada together. Is Siberian filigree hamster. I speak English very well. I learn it from a book. Those are just a few of the very many FT quotes that make it into my family's conversations frequently. Parks and Rec. You are a beautiful, talented, brilliant, powerful muskox. My favorite joke that took +10 rewatches to click on, how about we stand here and fish? And talk about Parks projects. Jerry, I got it. What if I run a teen abstinence workshop? Ron, that would be incredibly effective. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I've been poisoned by my constituents. That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about stars to dispute it. I came here to find some new shows, but I'm just ignoring everything I've not seen and just going yep to the good shows I have seen. Reddit is weird. Scrubs. Either this kid has a light bulb up his butt or his colon has a great idea. I get to cut you open. Brooklyn 99, Community and Futurama for sure. Hard part is deciding which one to watch. Boo 1. Who's ready for Brooklyn 99 Season 8? Psych. It's such a funny and well-written show, that I can throw it on almost any episode and still get a good chuckle out of it. You know that's right. This is my partner Gus TT Showbiz. The extra T is for extra talent. Bob's Burgers. Watching it right now. Same as every other night. I especially appreciate the bangers they make for the end credits. You can't tell me the Borobu theme doesn't slap. This is my comfort show. Community. Infinite rewatchability. I love trying to catch messages on the study room whiteboard. 6 seasons and a movie. House MD. It's never lupus. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I find at least a few things I never noticed with every watch. Secret Tunnel. Just finished my 5th watch through. Blows me away every time. The Wire. Hasn't been scrolling down for some time to find The Wire. This guy walks through the garden. The IT Crowd. People, what a bunch of bastards. The way Denim went out was so unexpected, just from the meta standpoint of how you expect a show to treat its key characters. I absolutely loved that episode. Freaks and Geeks. Freaks and Geeks is my favorite show of all time. It's perfect. Red Dwarf, at least seasons 1 to 6. Watched it so many times I can recite it, but it's still great. Breaking Bad. JESSE. Had to scroll too far to find this. That show will never get old, and it will never stop being thrilling and entertaining. Golden Girls. Picture it, Sicily 1912. That show came out at an interesting time because society was changing in a way that too many of the World War II generation couldn't handle and were fighting against. Golden Girls comes out with many preconceived biases that they were forced to analyze their own past opinions to try and show the change was for the better. You look at a conservative character like Rose, she was forced to look at her own sexuality in a completely different way than just being a typical housewife from the Midwest. Firefly. Frasier. Most people I know think it's overly formal and weird. I've always thought it was hilarious and always will. It is overly formal and weird. That's why it's great. That show was unsurpassed at comedy of errors plots. Like when the new co-worker thinks Frasier is gay. 30 Rock. The frequency and creativity of jokes is unmatched. They have some very killer cameos. Someone did the math and found that 30 Rock average is 7.44 jokes per minute, which is one of the things that makes it great for a rewatch. I'll often discover new jokes that I missed the last time because I was too busy laughing at a different joke. I wanna take this show behind the school and get it pregnant. Stargate SG-1. Same, and I still mark out at Supreme Commander, pointing finger. Indeed. The Good Place. Yes. But never the last episode of the last season. I remember it well and it is wonderful in every way, but my heart, it hurts. Ask the good people at r/Skits Creek. Love that journey for you. You just fold them in. Psych. Come on son. Wait for it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Except the body. I don't know if I ever want to watch that one again. I've watched the whole series through a few times. I loved it as a young adult. Can't believe this is so far down, I've rewatched it multiple times. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.